back, Rust lovers, and welcome to the Mini SCUBA, a water base designed with using scuba gear in mind. Also a little area for a boat here. Obviously someone could steal it, but it will keep it from decaying. Let's go straight in. It's designed so you can use a bit of scuba gear to easily get flotsam and goodies on the water. We've got an entryway here with, as you can see, some good vision all round. You've got a window in the door here if you've got that door. And I'm just going to put a wire fence there just to give an extra layer of protection. Basic kind of airlock, really. Open up this garage door. I've left all the other garage doors up. You can see here we've got the area to get underwater. There's a lower floor here, which is just above the waterline, so it's not lapping over your feet, but I'll touch on that in a minute. We've got a heater here. Got two mini batteries. One of them is rigged to this for the outside lights, and this one's on a timer for a couple of inside lights and also some red lighting in the underwater area and the heater. So we've got three storage boxes here. Obviously lay it out wherever you like, as I always say. I've gone and put in the honeycomb here my TC, 4 boxes, small, and 3 furnaces. And obviously I've got metal inside and out and on the ceiling, but you could high qual this ceiling because it's only one layer, just to make the raid path a little bit more sensical, if you like, because we've got 3 garage doors here, 4, 5. So the door cost is quite expensive. So if you've got the materials, I started this off with stone and updated it with metal as I went. Now, bearing in mind there's a ground floor that's made out of stone, except the area we're in with the TC. The upkeep's pretty cheap, basically just over a stone and metal node per day and half a tree, so nothing much. When you've finished using this TC, I've gone and put a window and an embrasure in front of it, just to make it pretty much as stronger than a stone wall. Not quite as strong as a metal wall as it is, but obviously if you've got reinforced metal door, reinforced window, if I can spit the words out, then that also is a good choice. And then just heal these up every time you've used them and put them back in. That one I've had in and out a few times, so you can see obviously it needs more. This one's only been in and out once, so it only needs a couple of hits. But you could put just garage doors there if you want. No big deal. I've done that before. And with that, let me show you the scuba area. Now I have got some scuba gear. You pick it up all over the place. I've put myself near a fishing village here, and you can buy it. You can buy the whole lot, as I'll show now. Just for about 90 scrap. That's everything. That's the wetsuit, the air tanks, the goggles, but you don't need all that. The air tanks are pretty critical to make life easy when you're making the base, and the wetsuit just keeps the cold out at night time. Flippers really do speed things up underwater, so recommend them. With that, let's just lock that down. I'll leave the rest open. Let's jump down here. Got a garage door here which I've left open. Underwater here, put another garage door here, no big deal. I've got a garage door, got a couple of red lights here, so and even some of the lighting above is bleeding through as well, just to give it a bit of atmos. 2 vending machines, set to broadcasting disabled, because you don't want people to know they're there. They're the only storage medium that I know of at the moment in Rust you can still put underwater, and you can't place them on a normal foundation underwater. They have to be in a door frame. So outside of these door frames, as when I swim underwater you'll see, I've got the honeycomb, so they don't know they're here. So you've got a nice little bit of storage there from whatever you gather. Let me put me... No, I've already got my flippers on. So with that, you can close your garage door there. Close the inner door, and I've got a normal door the same as the front door here to go outside. Now you can see underwater without goggles quite comfortably, and you get a bigger screen. I'm going to put the goggles on. It just makes it clear, but you do get that restriction on the goggles. And you can see here, just got honeycomb all round, even on the lower floors, and that's where our vending machines are. And up on the top, you've got the rest of the base. And of course, getting flotsam is nice and easy. No one need know you've come out. If you want to save your air, go on the surface. If you have got flippers on, it really does speed it up, the travelling. Even though it looks like a long way, it's only about... It's not quite the same speed as a boat. Nowhere near, but it is quite quick. And even though it looks quite far away, we'll be there in under a minute. And of course you can just run onto the land and do what you normally do, but this is, if you get flotsam, it respawns often. I'll take my goggles off just so it's a bit easier to give me a view. It respawns often, so every time you see some out here, you can just don your scuba gear. Jumping and walking in flippers on normal land is painful, I warn you now. Watch it doesn't fall into the water like that crude oil just did. And then move on to the next one. I mean, we're not too lucky here at the moment because there's only one flotsam, but literally 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, there was like 3 or 4 out here. And then, you know, you're perfectly safe because if someone comes along, just jump underwater. You've got between 5 and 10 minutes, depending on how much oxygen's left in your tank. They're not going to wait around for that. And you can swim all the way home in that time. So this distance here, look, we've got 5 minutes 18 left. So there's our base over there. So we've got 5 minutes 18 left. Let's see how long it takes us. Pretty much no time at all. We've still got 4 minutes 35. Every time there's flotsam out there, you can just haul it in. Free goodies. No one's going to touch you. Base is pretty cozy. You can lay this out however you want, as I said before. With the underwater storage as well, which is quite hidden. No one's going to know that's there, providing you get that broadcasting off. Just show you under the front here. Under here, you could use this for extra storage. Another underwater door. I've just got it freestanding, just to add support to the structure. It doesn't even need it, to be honest. And with that, let's get on with the build. So as you can see, you need to walk down into the sand, and you want to look at it just so, like that. You've got the above the first wall, it's just above the water surface. That way, that sets the height nicely for the underwater compartment without the water lapping through into the upper area. Of course, you want your door fronts, your door frames rather, here. These are ready for your vending machines, and one of them will be used for exiting the base underwater in your scuba gear. Get those stoned up. Get your roof on, and obviously your floor for the main living area of the base. Do your honeycomb, which we'll be using to store furnaces, some storage boxes, and our TC in. Curving this round to the front to create the main entrance, you need that square there to put the shop fronts in on the top floor. This ground floor, as it were, space is not going to be used. We'll just put some support struts here just to make it look neat. Get them stoned up. Jumping up can be a bit of a pain sometimes. I found the best way is not to push forward, just hold spacebar, and when you're up, then push forward as you bounce up and you just jump on top. But it's obviously much easier with a ladder. So when you make the this area here, which is the entrance to the downstairs, in the underwater section, you can jump up without a ladder, but it can be a bit of a faff. So get yourself a ladder if you can, but it's not 100% necessary. Got your walls up and your frames for your shop fronts, main front door, and we'll put our fence there. If you haven't got a fence, you can just put another door or leave it open as you wish. Get it all stoned up. Upgrade it later as you see fit. Missed the wall there. Our internal frames ready for internal doors. Obviously garage doors, 9 satchels, normal doors 4, so get that garage door as soon as you can. Plus it makes the base feel so much larger because you can move around easier, especially if there's 2 or 3 of you. TC in there. Door and shop fronts on. The TC, of course, you can put in any one of those triangles of honeycomb. I just chose the water side. Now you could put garage doors here, as I mentioned at the beginning. But I opted for windows and used a glass window and an embrasure just to make it stronger. Glass window is 9 satchels strong, which is just under a stone wall, which is 10 satchels. Put the embrasure on, and then that adds a few more. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. So when you steel up the walls, it makes it worth it. Get your bench there. Just going to put 2 double doors in the waters area, but you could put one every section. There's space for an extra one down there. Should you have the materials to put another one down? Probably worth it, to be fair. Why not? Get our vending machines in. Make sure the broadcasting is set to off. Get that disabled. Door to the outside world. Underwater door. Basic airlock there. Stick your boxes down. Decor. Shotgun trap here, pointing down. We'll shoot through the fence nicely if people come to have a nosy. Here you can see I've got to build the foundation around on the outside just to meet up with the panel that I extended out. I couldn't put foundation directly on the front because I've got a double door frame below as part of the structure, and you can't put a foundation next to that, which I'm sure you all know. And yeah, just decided to put that little boat area there in case I find a boat. Put it under there. Get some shotguns, traps in the inner door as well. Always like a bit of electricity, so get that down. I just used 2 small batteries. You could use a medium wherever you can fit it. You could sacrifice your 4 storage boxes and put a medium battery in there. I need the cover over the boat or it will decay at a much faster rate. Put a couple of foundations well below the boat so it won't catch on them, purely so I could put a wall to guide the boat in this side, and another frame just to make it look a bit better. Get the electrics done. The underwater lighting was a little bit of a pain to do because you're constantly floating. Every time you bob under the water, you cannot place anything. And the lights won't place at all if the water is touching the ceiling. 2 solar panels. They're not linked together. 1 solar panel for each battery, more than enough. Because each battery can only hold 10 maximum. The solar panels at peak. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this little base. And you give it a go, because flotsam is easy to get. With scuba gear, underwater, no one sees you coming and going. And if they do, you just jump in and you're safe. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.